Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, I am going to light my candle, which helps me to stay focused on what I'm doing in my art room and forgetting everything else that's going on outside of my art room. And there we go. Okay, so today I am doing I'm doing hashtag Let's Make Together 2025, and I am also doing what's in my basket. I'm going to be doing what's in my basket a lot because I have so much that I need to use up. Okay, so these are some scraps, and I'm using scraps. That's what we're doing for Let's Make Together 2025 for September. We are using scraps. So that's what I have going here. And then I have to be honest, I started this video yesterday and I kept getting interrupted. Excuse me. Got a tickle. Gotta take a drink. I kept getting interrupted. And so I had stopped and started the video like 4 times. And I really hadn't gotten anything done. And then my husband started playing music really loud, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop. And I did finish one. So what I have going on here is I have or had, show you, I'm looking in my basket. Yeah. So I pulled out a few of these. These come, I don't know if you all get them in your neck of the woods, but we get these packets that are, they're advertisements, and it's like a packet of advertisements. And I save them all because they make great tags, journal cards, pockets. So anyway, I had a few of these. And then I didn't do this part on camera, but I did show you these, and I did say that I was going to cover them and then be back. And then I cut them. So they are 5.5 by 3.5. And I cut the tags down to 5.25 by 3. And then the pockets are mostly 4.25 by 3. So I had 4 tags, 4 pockets, and then I had a couple other things that I pulled out. Not this. I don't know where this came from. I don't want to work with that right now. So I don't know. I'm not going to get all of these done on camera. But I have all of these, and then I have my scraps, which I use to decorate this right here on the side. And I already backed this one. And I have a bag of to put my ephemera in when I'm done with it. So then I also have, I know these aren't scraps, but these are all things that I've had for a few years, and I want to get them used up. Every year I open my I open my fall bin, and these are always staring at me. So these I made, you can just glue these down on your pages. But I pulled these out because they also might be good to decorate some of these items that I have. And then I pulled out some words. I know I have fall words somewhere, and I have no idea where they are. You know, now that I think about it, they might be in my full-size digitals pocket that I haven't cut them up yet. I bet you they're in there. So then these, I made all of these, and so I might do something with them, or then I might just put them in a little baggie to go with the tags and the cards and the pockets. Only they would be just like page embellishments or tucks. And then I have another one of these, and then a few more things that I made. This is just a fussy cut, something I made. Again, I just think these would look good on tags or pockets, so I pulled them out. And I have a few more really little things over here that I don't know if I'll use. Mostly mushrooms, a stamp, yeah, just some miscellaneous decorations there. So that is what I'm looking to work with today. So, and yeah, this is what I have. So these, trying to keep everything separate. These are going to be pockets. And these are all tags. This, I'm not sure. I'm going to put this to the side for now. And I'm very curious if I have my fall words in here, so I want to take a peek real quick. Okay, well, I looked for my fall words and I couldn't find them. They're not in my fall bin, they're not in my Halloween bin, they're not in my full-size digital pocket, they're not in my words pocket. So I'm probably just gonna have to print some more and, you know, find the other ones after I'm done printing the other ones off, because isn't that how it goes? Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I made the one tag that I already showed you, and I think I'm gonna work on pockets. I think I kind of want to work on 4 at once and see where that takes me. So yeah, I guess I have a few things to talk about. I totally forgot to tell you all that my dog, Tucker, he is a 12-year-old corgi. He, well, over the years, he's had a lot of teeth pulled. And he's just, the vet said that this just happens. Some dogs just have just a lot of bacteria, and there's just nothing you can do about it. But a couple weeks ago, we found a weird lump on his neck, on the side, like under his ear. And it was hard, and we just really could not figure out what it was. So obviously we took him to the vet, and they took an x-ray. They couldn't really see anything. And they tried to take like I guess kind of like a biopsy, but they were trying to get some fluid out of it so they could test it. And when I have to, well, okay, so just back up a second. So my dog is, he's dog aggressive. So, he doesn't care that he's only 35 pounds and, you know, less than a foot tall. Um, he doesn't like other dogs. So we have to make sure that when we go to the vet, we have to call before we go in. And we go to a vet where um, Emma's good friend and my bonus daughter, she's the one who just got married. We have to make sure that she's working um, because he loves her. And yeah, there's just a lot to taking Tucker to the vet. And so when they decided that they wanted to take some fluid off of the mass, they did it in the room instead of taking him back, because there was already a couple of dogs that were back there being tended to. And so I have to leave the room, because if I see it, I will pass out. I'm the same with my own stuff. And in fact, when I had to take my husband to the hospital for his kidney stones, I almost passed out then too. And I didn't even see them doing anything. Just knowing that something weird is going on is stressful for me. So anyway, I left the room, and then when I came back, they were describing the fluid as crunchy. I have no, I still don't know what that means, but they said it was crunchy, and so they had no idea what it was, and they wanted to remove it. So, and when they were there, they were going to look. He had at least one tooth that needed to be taken out, and so they were gonna check and see what else needed to be taken out. And so we scheduled the surgery for like 5 days ahead. And since our daughter was already going to be going, hanging out with her friend on that Tuesday, it was actually last Tuesday. I'm filming this on a Tuesday. Or no, it's Wednesday. Anyway, I'm filming. I'm a week ahead on filming, so don't let the dates confuse you. So it was a Tuesday, and Emma was planning to go out there anyway to make her bouquet for the wedding, and so our friend wasn't going to be working that day, but she went with Emma to take Tucker in. And yeah, and so they couldn't find the lump. So it's like it was just gone. So they don't really know. They think that maybe his one tooth that they knew needed to be taken out, they think that maybe that was infected, and it had it was a reaction to the infection in the tooth. Maybe it's just really weird. I want something. I think I want some washi tape. Well, it's going to take me a second to get my washi tape down, so I will be right back and finish my Tucker story. Okay, so I pulled my washi bin out, my fallen Halloween. So it was gone, and so they didn't have to remove it, so that saved us a little bit of money. But he did need a bunch of teeth removed. So they did do that, so that's good. And it took him a couple days to recover. He he's just like his mama. He does not do well under anesthesia. So the last couple of times he had surgery, had to be sedated. Once was for pretty extensive x-rays. to figure out what was wrong with his leg and his back and his hips and everything. And he had to be sedated for that. And yeah, it's he gets, there's a word for it, and I'm not going to remember what it is. It's like some kind of dysmorphia, where the animal doesn't know, they don't know what's happening. They don't understand why they feel so weird. They're scared. They just can't. And the last couple of times, like I said, he cried and howled like all night long and into the next day, and there was just no, it's like you look at his eyes and they were just all blank. And it turned out that vet that we were going to, that we don't go to anymore, they do a thing where they force the animal, they give him reverse, like reverse sedation, I think is what they call it. And so he had those 2 times. And so this time at this vet, this vet is not like a big franchise vet. It's just a private, vet. Anyway, they don't do that. They don't do the reverse sedation. And he was fine. Well, I mean, he was groggy and not happy, but he did not howl and cry or anything. So that's good. So now we know that it's that reversal medicine that makes him freak out. So anyway, that was good. Yeah, and they prepped him and they shaved the side of his neck where they were going to remove it, but then they didn't have to do anything. So I was happy, because yeah, I'm just glad. I'm glad that it was just a reaction to the infection. So he's been on antibiotics, and he did, we've been giving him the pain medication because he still has to eat and use his teeth, or whatever teeth he has left. He doesn't have very many teeth left at all. But I was a little worried about the lump. I was like, I hope this isn't, a tumor or cancer, because him being the age that he is, he's 12 he's going to be 13 after the first of the year. And yeah, I just don't want him to have, I would not give him treatment. I hope that doesn't sound cruel to anyone. But I'm going to get all sad. When I went through treatment, cancer treatment's terrible. It's just terrible. And I can't imagine my 12-year-old dog, who he already is an anxious dog. He already gets very stressed out over just very little things. I would not do that. If he was under 10, I would, but not where he is now. And not, he has arthritis, and he has hip dysplasia, and he has a torn ACL that is just a very tiny little tear, so it doesn't, it only affects him if he overdoes it. So, we don't take him on long walks, and we don't have him, well, he never really liked to chase the ball that much, so we don't really have to worry about that. So I was glad that we didn't have to make that decision. That's a really tough one. But yeah, so that's some news that kind of forgot to pass on. So I hope you're all having a good day. We had weird weather. So it's been beautiful, just in the 70s, down into the high 50s at night. Just you could not ask for better fall weather. And the yeah, it was beautiful for the wedding because it was an outdoor wedding. Just everything was just beautiful. So then we had one day, not yesterday, but the day before, and it was ooh, I might cut this out. It was didn't even hit 70, like it was maybe 68 for a high. And then yesterday, so that was the day before yesterday. Yesterday it was 80, well, it hit 90. It never does that here. That we do not have temperature swings like that. We don't have weird weather that comes up out of nowhere. We have a very temperate climate here in the Pacific Northwest. We don't get very much snow. We don't get very much freezing. We get a lot of gray, a lot of fog, a lot of mist. So that was weird. That was just weird. And it still seems a little lingering warmth. But I have my window closed because I knew this would be kind of a chatty video, and I didn't want the plane noise is kind of loud. The kids playing in the playground at their breaks. So yeah. So I don't know. I hope you guys are all having some nice fall weather. I know it's not technically fall yet, but this is definitely usually the time of year where we live that things start kind of changing up a bit. So yeah, hopefully you all are enjoying some nice fall weather. I always think of things to talk about when I'm not recording. And then when I am recording and the camera's on, I can't remember anything I was going to talk about. I am still having tummy issues, so I really appreciate all of your well wishes and prayers and things. It's just that's a side effect of the hormone therapy that I'm taking, as you know, part of I guess it's called follow-up cancer treatment. I guess I don't know what it is, but my type of breast cancer that I had fed off estrogen, so they give you estrogen blockers basically to discourage growth of that cancer again. And the medicine has, some not fun side effects, and one of them is the stomach issues. It can cause, diarrhea and stomach pain and constipation and fatigue, also muscle fatigue. And I have all of them, so that's fun. Okay, there's one pocket down. I like it. So let's see what we have here. Ooh, that's bright. That's kind of cool. pumpkin spice and all things nice. Okay, those are fun. And let's see what I would put on here. That's kind of fun. No, I think I'll just leave it. Okay, well, let's get gluing. Whoops, wrong one. I don't know if you've seen Angela at Dogwood Paper Arts just finished altering a book, fall themed. It's just beautiful. So hopefully you got a chance to at least see the walkthrough. It's really pretty. Of course, I love fall. I love anything fall. And Carol's been working in her, I like to call it her fiber palace. Could be called a she shed, fiber shed, workshop. And she has something called a gimbal. I'm not sure what that is, but she mounts her camera to it, and when she talks and walks around, the camera follows her, which is really cool. So then she can do like hands-off type of recording. And that's in her fiber, because besides being a paper crafter, Caryl is a fiber queen. She gets raw wool from all different kinds of animals, and then she cleans it, spins it, and makes it into some just amazing yarns. Yeah, they're just beautiful. I'm mesmerized by it. I think it'd be really, well, I don't have room for another hobby, so gonna have to pass on that. I'm trying to find, I wish I had just some smaller words. I could just cut that out. That would work. No. Okay, so there's that one. Now we have this one. And then my friend Janet at Sunflowers and Crafts, she is doing a walk in October, a breast cancer walk. She's a 2-year breast cancer survivor now, And yeah, you might want to go check. She has just a little video just talking about it, and you can donate to her walk through the breast cancer website. So that's pretty cool. I don't have the energy to, well, I can't be away from a bathroom that long. So anything I do like that's gonna have to wait a little while longer. This is cute. Guess it has a decoration on the back, but I'm gluing it down. I'm really happy to be using this stuff up because I've had it for so long. Okay, third pocket and one more pocket, and then I will let you all go. I'm going to keep working, but I'll let you guys get about your day. This is a longer video than I usually do, which happens when I get chatty. Okay, so now we have this one. I love using up scraps. I love using up things that I've had in my stash for a long time. Very, very, very satisfying. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I hope the weather's being kind. Okay, so there we go. There are my 4 pockets that I made for this hashtag Let's Make Together, where we are using up scraps. And so we're using the hashtag Scraptember. And there we go. So fun. So thank you all for joining me. And remember to be good to yourself and be kind to each other. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.